In this video 3.3, we will be using the Pythagorean Theorem. By the end of the video and work time in class, you should be able to say, I can use the Pythagorean Theorem to find missing measures. So we see here that we have a right triangle. So go ahead and draw a right triangle. I labeled two of the sides, and one side has a question mark. This is a right triangle because it has one 90-degree angle. The other two angles are acute. When we have a right triangle, we can use the Pythagorean theorem to find the missing length. And we talked about this in our last video. That theorem is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And so we see that we're missing one of the legs right here where the question is, because that's one of the sides that makes the right angle. So we could say that we're missing A or we're missing B, it doesn't matter. Let's just say we're missing A, so we'll write A squared. Then the other leg, B, is 12, and C, the hypotenuse. And so then we have A squared plus 12 squared, which is 144. That's the same as 13 squared, which is 169. Now we have to get the A alone, so we have to subtract 144 from both sides. So then we have A squared is the same as 25. We have to get rid of the square. To undo the square, we find the square root of both sides. What's being squared underneath? A. Square root of 25, 5. So it would be 5 centimeters, the length of that missing side right here. You can see in this right triangle, here's our right angle, so we've got one leg which is 2.5 feet, and we have another leg which is what we're looking for. The hypotenuse is 10 feet. So if we take our theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, and this time let's say that the a is 2.5, and we're squaring it. The b is what we're looking for, that's the question mark. C, the hypotenuse, is 10. So 2.5 squared, 2.5 times 2.5 gives you 6.25, plus b squared equals 100. Then you would subtract 6.25 from both sides. You're left with b squared is the same as 93.75. To undo the square, square root both sides. So b is 9.7 feet. So that would be the length of this missing side. Can you say, I can use the Pythagorean theorem to find missing measures? Here's your output to work out in class. Be prepared with questions for the work time in class.